Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Realm of Ori. In this video, we will continue with Volume 19, Chapter 1, The First Battle, Part 4. If you haven't watched the previous video or chapter, you can find the link in the description below. And before we start, this video contains spoilers from Tensura Light Novel. And by the way guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Red Knight Fran and Yellow Knight Kazona were engaged in a fierce battle with Orya. To say they were struggling would be an understatement. If Orya had truly intended to eliminate them, the outcome of the battle would have been settled instantly. No, she's just too powerful. Fran mumbled something and bit her lip. Kazona agreed, even though she had seen Orya attack. She is just teasing us. Is it now a mace? It used to be a short sword, but she is making the weapons weaker and weaker so she can test how well they work on us. Kazona's observation was accurate. Initially, Orya wielded a morning star and with a single strike, shattered Kazona's entire body armor. The following attack would have been fatal, but Orya chose to change weapons instead. Kazona couldn't help but feel deceived, yet there was also a sense of fortune accompanying her emotions. It's a shame to be made fun of like this, but I guess it can't be helped since our skills are so different. Let's think positive. If we keep wasting time, Leon-sama will definitely come to help. Fran and Kazona possessed unwavering determination, refusing to surrender and facing Orya despite harboring unrealistic hopes. They were fully aware that such hope was merely an illusion. They acknowledged that their master, Demon Lord Leon, must be in an even more perilous predicament. Otherwise, he would not have abandoned his loyal subordinates. Hence, their only recourse was to strive to survive until assistance arrived. However, that aid was long overdue. The gap in their abilities was insurmountable. Barely 10 minutes had elapsed since the commencement of the battle, yet they were already gravely injured. Orya, too, seemed content after having tested her powers to a certain extent. Yeah, is that enough? Orya's words resonated as she converted her weapon into the trident, a formidable weapon once wielded by a woman known as Orya. Fran and Kazona discerned the transformation as a significant shift in Orya's presence. In that moment, Fran found herself engulfed in despair, feeling remorseful that she couldn't fulfill her mission to its entirety. On the other hand, Kazona held a more pragmatic perspective. I wish I could have savored a slice of cake before the end. Lost in their own ruminations, they awaited the imminent conclusion. However, instead of an end, something unexpected occurred. It looks like you're in trouble. I didn't want to step in because I thought it would be rude, but I'll leave that up to you. A radiant figure emerged before Orya, manifesting as Kumara in the form of a captivating woman, seemingly positioned to shield Fran and Kazona. Consequently, a clash ensued between Kumara and Orya, and once again, the outcome was heavily skewed in one direction. However, this time it was Orya who found herself utterly overpowered and outmatched. There's no way, why? Orya let out a startled cry, astounded by the turn of events. Orya possessed the formidable ability known as multiple weapons, an ultimate enchantment that allowed her to summon mythical-grade weapons of various capabilities. Her own full body armor was also of mythical-grade quality, as one would expect. However, despite the strength and resilience of her armor, Kumara's onslaught of nine-tailed punches, skillfully executed through the manipulation of her tails, inflicted damage upon Orya, disregarding the supposed invulnerability of her mythical-grade armor. While the armor remained intact, the impact managed to penetrate its defenses and diminish Orya's physical prowess. You're not very strong, are you? If that's true, I don't need to send out the 8 legions. Kumara had contemplated the idea of sending a tailed beast to assess the strength of their enemy, but after a single encounter, she deemed it unnecessary. Orya was undoubtedly a skilled and formidable warrior who possessed the ability to manipulate advanced magic. However, her movements remained within the realm of human capabilities and did not surpass Kumara's expectations. For Kumara, who had faced formidable opponents like Karian and Frey in the past, Orya fell short of being a satisfactory adversary. Even Orya's armament, which could have been a potential concern, posed no threat to Kumara. This was because Kumara had undergone further evolution, transitioning from a nine-tails to a fox djinn and experiencing a significant increase in power upon attaining divinity. It was true that Orya also possessed divinity due to the presence of a seraph within her. Furthermore, when comparing their existence values, the difference between them was not substantial. Kumara had experienced some growth but still had an existence value of less than 2 million, while Orya's existence value slightly exceeded 2 million. Based on numerical values alone, Orya held the advantage. However, despite her impressive background, Orya's power had limitations stemming from her human experiences. In their previous human forms, Orya, known as Orca and Arya, held prominent positions as senior executives in the mixed corps under Yuuki and possessed strength on par with the mighty Imperial Knights, the Empire's most powerful group. After their souls merged and awakened as undead elves, they even gained the power of the Seraphim. Additionally, the ultimate enchantment alternative, bestowed upon them by Michael, had transformed into multiple weapons. Orya firmly believed that there were no notable adversaries left on Earth. After testing Fran and Kazona to confirm her convictions, Orya became convinced that her power stood as the strongest. The weapons she created with her exceptional skill surpassed any existing mythical-grade equipment. As evidence, both Fran and Kazona's attacks proved futile against Orya. They couldn't even make contact with her body, and their efforts were effortlessly repelled by her mythical-grade armor. Orya's weapon had the ability to shatter the enemy's weapon with a simple, light swing. Overconfidence had blinded Orya to the reality before her, leading her to disregard the truth. Don't think I'm stupid. From now on, I'll be more serious. With the experimental phase concluded, Orya wielded her trident with utmost skill and precision. The magical prowess that Arya had once excelled in radiated as a vibrant purple light. The spear Orca unleashed possessed such lethal potential that even Kumara would have faced mortal wounds if struck. However, the nine tails, enveloped in a divine aura, effortlessly intercepted the trident. At this point, the disparity in their abilities became evident to all. Just as it was natural for individuals to vary in power despite possessing similar physical attributes, the gap between those who had mastered martial arts and those who remained amateurs could be even more pronounced, perhaps even greater. Even Fran and Kazona, mere spectators to the intense duel between the two women, could discern the stark contrast in their capabilities. Wow, that's so cool. Hey, is that person a subordinate of Demon Lord Rimuru? I don't know for sure, but I think she is on our side. How do I say this? I think I've learned that we should never turn against each other. I mean, even people we don't know are so strong. Shut up. Even if you don't say it, I agree with you. As they conversed, they marveled at Kumara's courageous and captivating presence. The enchanting beauty of Kumara remained poised and unmoving, exuding an air of gracefulness. Once this realization settled in, it became apparent that debating over who was superior held no significance. Well, are you ready? I won't accept this. That's right, I won't. We have acquired the strongest power. This power exists only to serve the great Michael-sama. I see. But it won't work on me. Kumara responded to Orya's anger with unyielding determination. While it was an undeniable truth, her retort struck a nerve and further fueled Orya's fury. Don't be so stupid. I'm Orya, and I beat Michael-sama's enemies. Orya, driven by her own pride, launched a full-force attack against Kumara. However, it proved to be a reckless endeavor. Without a strategic plan, her assault held no significance against Kumara. With a mere flick of her tail, Kumara deflected Orya's spear, and her limbs were swiftly ensnared by 4 of Kumara's tails. The sound of joints shattering resonated in the air, an unforgiving conclusion for Orya. My name is Kumara. Kumara, the Lord of Chimeras. Take this as a memento for the dead. With a decisive strike, Kumara's tails collided forcefully with the immobilized Orya, leaving no room for escape or retaliation. In this climactic moment, Kumara proclaimed her name, asserting her identity with unwavering strength.